Hello and namaste. I am back again with new reading test from IELTS book number 13. Okay, this is Cambridge English IELTS 13 academic. In this video, I'm going to solve one reading passage from this book, especially the let's say test one and passage one. This passage. So first of all, we need to see the types of questions in this passage. The first one to 7 is table completion, and this table completion, it asks us to write only one word, and we shall see this one. And the another one is true false not given. So both of these questions are 100% order. Always okay in the first passage. This true false is always in 100% order, either passage 1, 2, or 3. But table there may be some twist. One or two questions they are deliberately said not in order, randomly put. Okay, so we need to see this one. And the first keyword here is the database of tourism services, and easy for tourism related businesses to get on the list, allowed businesses to okay and information regularly. Here Bob is missing, allowed businesses to database of the tourism. Let's search this keyword in the question passage. Database, and the first one, and the database, currently 9%. Okay, country largest export, unlike other sectors. This one is tourism brings customers New Zealand, part of the country, serve people of the places. And this one, launch the company, communicate a new brand position with the focus New Zealand scenic beauty, accelerating outdoors activities and authentic Maori culture, and it made New Zealand one of the strongest national brand in the world. Okay, there is no database in this first paragraph. And the second one, let's see the website New Zealand Gateway Everything Destination has a website database, tourism operations, uh, so a database of tourism services operations, both those based on New Zealand and those based on abroad, which offer tourism services to the country. And tourism related businesses could be listed by filling a simple form. This means that even the smallest bed and breakfast address to specialist activity provider could gain a web presence with access to an audience of longer visitors. Um, in addition, uh, because participating businesses were able to, okay, these participating businesses were able to update the details by details they gave on a regular basis. So see the question here. Allowed businesses to update information regularly. This information regularly, it is paraphrased with on the regular basis. Okay, update details on the regular basis. This regular basis is the synonym of uh, uh, information regularly. So the answer is update. We have been asked to write one word, UPDATE, update. So question number 1 is update, and provide the country-wide evaluation of businesses, including impact. So here the question include their impact on the impact means the effect, the negative or positive. Let's see and search the question. A regular basis, the information provided remain accurate, and to maintain and improve standards, New Zealand Tourism New Zealand organized a scheme whereby organizations appearing on the website underwent an independent evaluation against a set of agreed national standards of quality. As part of this, the effect of each business, the effect of this each business on the environment, on the environment was considered. So see the question here. Provided a country worldwide evaluation of business, including the impact on the environment. On the is there, so it, ENVIRONMENT, environment. So from the second paragraph, two questions. Now let's again highlight these special features on local topics. Example, an interview with the farmer sports and the interactive tour of various locations. This location used in, okay, special features and the interview with this farmer. Okay, listen. Communication, the New Zealand experience, the website also carried features relating to the famous people and places. One of the most popular was the interview. The first one was the interview with the former New Zealand All Blacks rugby captain. Okay, this rugby captain, Thunanga. So here, the first one was the interview with the former rugby captain. So here we need to write the answer for former, an interview with the former sports captain. So CAPTAIN, captain. We got the answer captain here, and an interactive tour of various locations used in, and there were places and the locations. Another feature that attracted a lot of attention was the interactive journey and that tour through the number of locations chosen in the blockbuster. Chosen means used in, they were used in the blockbuster films. So we can write blockbuster, we can just write films. These locations were used in films, FILMS films. So note, we have been getting the answers in order. First we get answer A1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and let's go to another question. Information on driving routes, and there were other features and varied depending on the driving routes were dependent on, let's see, New Zealand is okay. As the site developed, additional features were added to help independent travelers diverse site, varied one, and on customized itineraries to make it easier to plan motoring holidays. The site cataloged the most popular driving routes. Okay, we exactly got the driving routes in the country, highlighting different routes according to the season. So depending on and according to the season and indicating the distances and times. So these routes were these routes are based on the season. So according to it's paraphrased with very depending on the season. So answer in question number 5 is SEASON, season. These routes are dependent. They will depend on this one. And another keyword for another question is travel planner. Include a map, shows selected places, detail of public transport, one public transport, another local, what was there. Go back to the question. Travel planner. Let's look for the word. There is no travel planner. So here we get later the travel planner features was added, which allowed visitors to click and bookmark places or attraction they were interested in, and then view the results on a map. The travel planner offered suggested routes and public transport. One is there public transport option between the user locations. There were also links to accommodation in the area. So in the area means local area. So one was the public transport and there was the accommodation in the area. So here we get the answer, public transport and local accommodation. So answer is ACCOMMODATION, accommodation. So there was the information. And another word we get is your words. Travelers could send a link to their, so their, to their email address, whatever, let's see. By registering with the website, users means the travelers could use this travel plan and return to it later or print it out to check on the visit. The website also had a error words. Exactly, we got error words section where anybody means the people or the travelers could submit a blog to their submit a blog to their New Zealand travelers for possible inclusion on the website. So it was not their website, it was New Zealand's website and it was their blog. So the website is New Zealand website, but there they could send the information, submit and to their blog. So blog is the answer here, not the website. Travelers could send a link to their blog. Okay, website New Zealand website, BLZ blog. Don't get confused here. It is very clear. And now let's move to another question. Okay, here one more information. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7 in chronological order. First we found answer A and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 respectively. Let's move on to section another type of, on another question, true false not given, and underline the keyword controlling idea. The website www.newzealand.com aim to provide ready-made itineraries and packages to travel companies and individual tourists. So what are the main purpose of this? Did it aim to provide ready-made? It decided to provide ready-made itineraries and packages for travel companies and individual tourists. We have not got this one. Remember here there was the name of the website www.newzealand. There is no information about itineraries. Let's go through. New Zealand website, okay, exactly here. The New Zealand website www. On the web hours, online achievement and innovation. Most important for us, the growth of tourism to New Zealand was impressive. Overall tourism expenditure increased by an average of this one and this itineraries. There is no information here. Go to okay. The main purpose was the website was set up to allow individuals and travel organizations to create itineraries and travel packages to suit their own needs and interest. Here is the information. This is question number 8 answer. The website was set up to allow both individuals and travel organizations to create. They have to make themselves. But here the question says the itineraries they were aimed to provide by this website. There is no one. The website was set up to allow both individuals and travel organizations to create itineraries and travel packages to suit their own needs and interests. Anybody, whatever they want, they could make it. So here the information www.thisnewzealand.com aim to provide ready-made. No, it allows. So it didn't aim, but it created this opportunity. So answer is the meaning of the question is quite opposite to the information in the passage. So this answer is false. False. It is very clear it is false because here the website was created to allow people to make the necessary items they wanted, but here it says is aim to provide. No, the information is false. F-A-L-S-E, false. Okay, moving on. Another part. Sorry, what's wrong here? It was found that most visitors started searching on the website by geographical location. It was found that most visitors started searching on the website by geography. It was found that what they report, let's read below for this. On the website, visitors can search for the activities not solely by not only on geographical location but also by the particular nature of the activity. So here anybody or let's say so okay, visitors can search for activities not solely by geographical location but also by the particular nature of the activity. So let's read most visitors. It doesn't talk about the least and most. It was found that the most visitors, so searching on website by the geographical location. There is no information neither for highest nor the lowest. So there is no information given in the question in the passage. So this is not given. This is not given. Moving on, according to the research, 26% of visitor satisfaction was related to their accommodation. 26% related to accommodation. 26% related to accommodation. 26% is the keyword. Go to the passage and read below. So here we get the 26%. Let's see. This is important to research. So this is important as research, so that activities are the key driver of visitor satisfaction, contributing 70% to visitor satisfaction, while transport and accommodation. There are two parts: one transport, and there was the accommodation account for the remaining 26. So the question only says the accommodation, but in the information there is transportation, transport and accommodation. Therefore, so the answer here is, the answer of this question is false. F-A-L-S-E, false. Why F-A-L-S-E? Why this answer is false? Because it only talks about the accommodation. It doesn't talk about the transport. In the passage, there is transport and accommodation. Therefore, this answer is false. Visitors to New Zealand like to become involved in the local culture. Visitors, if they go to New Zealand, they like to involve in the local culture. Okay, let's see. Here we go. We read the information below this one. Okay, the most activities that visitors undertake, the more satisfied they will be. This is the purpose. It has been found that the visitors enjoy cultural activities most of when they are interactive, such as this one. Visiting a meeting ground to learn about the traditional Maori life. Many long have travelers enjoy such learning experiences which they provide. Okay, here is the information. It says that the more activities that visitors undertake, the more satisfied they will be. It has also been found that the visitors in the cultural activities in New Zealand, most when they are interactive. Exactly, the meaning of this question is quite similar to the information. Most visitors to New Zealand like to become involved in the local culture. There is no doubt. So this answer is true. And now, visitors like staying in small hotels in New Zealand rather than the longer larger hotels, smaller hotels than larger hotels. Let's see if there's a comparison or not. So in addition, it appears that the visitors to New Zealand don't want to be one of the crowd and find activities that involve only a few people more special. There is nothing about hotel here. It could be argued that the New Zealand is not a typical destination. New Zealand is a small country with a visitor economy composed mainly of small businesses. It is generally perceived as a safe. Generally, New Zealand is taken or understood as a safe English-speaking country with a reliable transport infrastructure. Because of the long-haul flight, most visitors stay longer, average 20 days, and want to see as much as the country as possible, what is often seen as once in a lifetime. Okay, visit. They if they go in New Zealand once, they don't like to go next time. It says because of the long haul flight. However, the underlying lessons apply anywhere. The effectiveness of the strong brand or strategy based on a unique experience and comprehensive and user friendly. Let's see, we didn't get the larger hotel and small hotel. Visitors like staying in small hotels in New Zealand rather than the larger hotels. We have no information here. Not, this is not given. Let's see the another information. Sorry. Mm, this answer is not given. Okay, many visitors feel like they. Okay, let's read. Many visitors feel that it is unlikely that they will return to New Zealand after their visit. Yes, because once in a long time, once in a lifetime, they don't like to return back to they don't like to return back to New Zealand for visiting purpose because of the long haul flight. Therefore, this answer is exactly true. So we have done this first passage. So the second passage, I'll be solving next time. Okay, and like this, and let's check the answers whether we get the all 13 answers or not. Let's see. So let's check the answers. So the first one was update, second effect environment, captain, films, season accommodation, blogs. It was false, not given, false, true, not given, true. Guess we got all 13 out of 13. So follow the instructions and watch my videos. Please okay, leave your comment and share these videos among your friends. I hope this will be very useful for you. Okay, goodbye for today, and I'll be sharing this video on YouTube. Okay.